Welcome to Psychos and Sociopaths. Today we're going to go over Scott Petterson.
And as always, our PSA from our Nerd Sports show still stands. If you are clueless as to what I'm referring to, do yourself a favor, go back, watch the rerun from earlier this week, educate yourself, and you're welcome.
Well,
Okay.
and
Okay, now, serious face. Okay.
I don't know if we can ever do a full serious face.
No. All right, Scott Petterson, chipmunk, fuck plug extraordinaire. Yep. Born October 24th, 1972. He's currently incarcerated at the San Quentin State Prison. 2004, he was convicted of the first-degree murder of his pregnant wife, Lacey Petterson. This guy, his mugshot looks like he's smirking.
Yeah, I saw that. He does have like a little smirk to it, and I was going to say something about that, but you gave it ahead of time. And it looks like he kind of have a bowl cut, but it's just the shadows.
At the very least, a comb over.
Yeah. But, no, what was really interesting about this when you brought it up and everything, I understand the disappearance and you'll go into that, but I was doing research on it and there is a dozen of women that saying he's innocent and giving definition of why he's innocent. And
it's all fun and games until they end up missing, hacked up into taped up in a tarp and tossed off the bay.
That never happened twice.
Just saying.
No, it happened twice.
It's all fun and games.
The guy that I was like this is kind of the the fugitive.
Yeah.
Blaming the one-armed man type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And what's interesting about that case is he came up after he was married to one of his other wives, and he's like, "I'll kill you just like I killed my other wife." Yeah, the people like this, when they commit a crime, they can't really. At one point in time, they're gonna open the door, and you're gonna find out they're the killer. I was just like that. What's his name? The millionaire that we did a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
The financier, or no, he was real estate. And he killed 3 people.
Yeah.
God, I have to go to the thing. But yeah, it's freaking hilarious. But it's kind of a. But it's one of those things. Is eventually it'll come out that they killed these people, and usually, in most cases, it's the someone close that ended up showing that they killed them.
Yeah.
It's like most rape victims, or a good portion of the time is someone close to the victim. But go ahead.
Yeah. Petterson. Just the overwhelming amount of information that's out there about this case. I know there's going to be those fangirls that are going to be out there. Like, oh no, he didn't do it. Oh my God. Well, this is probably the same ilk of woman that sits there. And before we get started down this road, no, these are not misogynistic remarks, and no, they do not bear any, what's the word I'm looking for, references to past experiences that I may have or may have not had personally. So, check yourself before you wreck yourself. There's a sigh, take a shot. You got that group of crazy ass women out there that think that the Boston bomber, the surviving bomber from the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
They swear to God that he's innocent and that they're in love with him. They want to marry him. They want to have his children. No. How about just a whole lot of no? This cat should have died in that boat, or at the very least in the shootout with his brother at MIT. It's whatever.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
You know, just like dude, it's. Where is the attraction? I mean, is this like the ultimate? Oh, he's broken and I can fix him. I mean, is that what that is? Because that's the only thing that I can equate it to.
When I worked in the prison, there were so many women that, I mean, they had like a book to where they can, it's because they're not supposed to, they have a little bit of internet access through emails, and that's it. In Texas judicial system. But they're allowed to get books, and they have these, I guess and this is dating back from like
So
a long
but
time
you have to
ago.
order those through Amazon or whatever, or have somebody on the outside order it for you, right?
No, you can order it yourself. They can order books.
Okay.
The magazines. If they have money on their books, they can get books.
Okay.
They can get they can order books. They actually have catalogs for books. They can go through the library. You can get it through that way. But they do have like email letter list too. What they do is they print out the email and they go over it, make sure everything's proper, and they send it to the inmate it's supposed to go to. Wow, just lifting this up a little bit. It's just 100 times better.
It's
I
like
think
you're in the same room.
I think the mic is like right down here somewhere. It's
Like I
weird.
said, now that you're down there, it's like it's almost like I can hear you clearly. It's like you're in the same room. Remember those old long distance commercials?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're so crystal clear, baby. Oh my God! It's like you're in the same room, Mom. We're across the country. Oh gee, and then everybody smiles and does that little 80s and 90s little shucks. Shut up! Don't come at me like that. That's right.
Now I'm reading an update from our Zodiac Killer, a message.
I can't see those at all. I think maybe it's because you're the administrator of the page. I don't know.
I forgot to give you the information for that, so you can
Just
start doing it.
this is one of those things where it's like
You really can't see those. You can go to the episode.
all right, allow me.
But Charlie Daney. This is what he wrote, and we'll get back to the episode. And this is for the Zodiac Killer. They got that information because Michael Mayhew survived, one of the victims of the Zodiac Killer. So he's able to tell investigators about what happened. Also, author Lee Allen wasn't known to the public as a suspect until the release of Robert Graysmith's book, Zodiac, in 1986, which accused him of being the murderer. Okay, that makes sense. And I wish we could do this live and everything so we could see some of this information once we're like super popular.
Right, yeah. Once that happens,
But
it's gonna happen.
maybe one day. And Maria. Oh god, I love Maria's comments. I'll do
Sure,
the
there he is, Charlie Dini. Okay.
yeah.
One comment. Oh, hey, look at that. I just can't. I can't view it through the mobile app for whatever reason. So, but now that I'm a grown up,
No,
I
we
have
can't.
a
No,
MacBook.
no, you couldn't do that with. I can't do that with my stuff.
You hear that tapping? Government. They're tapping us.
I don't see why the government would tap me. Maria also did. Also said, "Oh damn, see eye to eye, brutal." This is off of yesterday's episode. Wow, so early and we're already got boners, porn, and penetration. Are y'all frustrated? Yes, I already listened to this. Now I'm watching it. Well, did we say that yesterday on yesterday's episode that we almost killed her? Not we actually almost killed her, like physically went out and then tried to attack her. No, what happened was
we enabled her distracted
Yes.
driving habits and tendencies. So, for those of you who seem to think that you can drive with one hand, wink. Put both hands on the damn wheel.
You can drive with one hand.
You can.
It's difficult.
It is. Especially when you get to that moment where you're just like, I don't know, if the trigger gets tripped just the right way, you damn near black out.
No, what's very uncomfortable and it's very dangerous is when you're doing that and you eye the truck driver on your right as you're doing it. It just... I mean, he literally, he like slowed down a little bit and he tried to keep up as fast as he could. And I tried to like, veer over. It's nothing's gonna happen after that because you just got so much concentrated. It's like talking about baseball while having sex.
You put a foot under the stall wall in the bathroom, don't you?
I put a fucking leg, motherfucker.
That's so...
Oh, I got a new one.
Dear God. That's 3 shots.
I got a new one. We'll get back to this.
Oh, so, okay. So I can share with the rest of the class the dad joke that I told you yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Scientists,
I wasn't going to talk or finish this up. But go ahead.
Scientists have finally managed to weigh rainbows. They found out that they're just pretty light.
Ha ha. You know how much I care about that? It's basically the same instruction of how to use an enema.
So along those lines, when you're hearing these dad jokes, just relax and breathe. Okay.
I was looking at a meme and it had
Look, we have got this dude to profile.
Yes, go. I'm sorry.
No, but make your point real quick.
No, I was like, I'll make it really quick.
Yeah.
I was looking at this.
That's what she said. Anyways, what?
Well, that's every time.
Okay.
8-second rule.
I don't know what a quickie is.
I do. It's half a second. It's just.
I don't because I can't. Like physically, I mean, I have. I can produce a witness this weekend.
No, that's good.
Okay, awesome.
Basically, I was reading this other meme that was a joke.
Breathe before you swallow.
No. If I'm gonna die, that's the way I'm gonna die.
For those of you just straight out listening,
We're drinking tea, and
you took a
it went
drink of
down.
tea and it went down the wrong hole. That's what she said. And
It would more or less be a scream at that point in time.
oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, go ahead and make your point. My bad.
Now I was looking at this meme about where you can put your suggestions, and it was just basically the enema.
All right.
Or I think it was a suppository, like listing
Good
instructions.
news, everybody. Yeah.
Guess what? They printed online on how to take your suggestion. How's that? Look at how to take a suppository. Basically the same way, but it's only on you. Anyways, Scott Peters.
That sounds like go fuck yourself with extra steps.
No, it's just showing a person go fuck yourself.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. But Scott Peterson, shit pump, fuck plug extraordinary. Yeah. Anyways, see how we did that? People came back full circle, and it only took us 15 minutes.
Did it really?
Yeah. The only reason why I want to put any kind of like focus or any kind of effort into this episode is just simply due to the fact that Lacey Peterson deserved better.
She did, and it's one of those things. She probably, I haven't really. I found a couple of articles about. They seem like a beautiful couple. Blah 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 blah. She seemed happy. They seemed in love and everything, and he just killed her.
yeah, I just it and the guy has zero remorse.
Oh God, yes. I was looking at an interview and he was just like, well, I didn't really mean to. Really? That's how you're gonna say that? I think might be the. I wanted to actually look into this because I think this might be the. What's this? No, it is. Okay. Although case had been compared to a plotline of 2012's novel Gone Girl, Finn refuted the notation. Her book was inspired by the Pettersons. Okay. I was just making sure of that because it kind of sounds like Gone Girl.
Yeah.
So that's what I got from it and everything. But the motivation of this is Petterson's affair with Faye, and financial problems, impeding fatherhood as a motivated for the murder. Surmising that he killed Lacey due to the increased debt and desire to be single again. God, just a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, when they recovered the baby,
Yeah.
I don't even want to, to me, murder's gruesome enough as it is. But the time that he took to remove the baby from her body,
And make sure that he didn't have, it's just sickening. The only sickening thing that I remember, and I was reading this article about two women. One woman was pregnant. The other one was faking the pregnancy. Became friends with the pregnant woman, and eventually she killed the pregnant woman and took the baby out and claimed the baby as her own. And it almost worked until they figured out that the woman had passed and she kept the body. Why did they keep the body? That's another thing. It's just ignorance. They bury the body and everything. Oh, I gotta bury the body. But I gotta find that case. It's been a while since I read up on that one. But that was the sickening one. But this is the same thing. But during the disappearance, which happened on December 23rd, 2002 at what they say is 5:45, Petterson and Lacey went to a salon, the workplace of Lacey's sister, Amy Rocha? R-O-C-H-A?
yeah, just Rocha.
For a monthly scheduled haircut. As they spoke, Rocha said Petterson offered to pick up a fruit basket that she had ordered for her grandfather for a Christmas gift the next day because they would be playing golf at the course nearby. Prosecutors say that Petterson also told other people he would be playing golf on Christmas Eve. Later that evening, Sharon Rocha, Lacey's mother, spoke with Lacey on the telephone at 8:30 p.m. Petterson later told police that he saw his wife about 9:30 a.m., which she was alive by then. He showered. Petterson found Mackenzie in their backyard. In Lacey, 1996, landlord discovered S.E. was in the driveway. He showered and washed his clothes because he was wet from fishing. According to ABC News, Petterson reported his wife Lacey missing from the Monstone home. However, the New York Post reported that when Lacey still had not returned home at 5:15 p.m., Petterson called his mother-in-law, and half an hour later, Lacey's stepfather, Ron Grinsky, called the police. The Melstowe Bee also attributed the phone call to police to Gretzky. Lacey was 7.5 months pregnant and with due date February 10, 2003. The couple had planned to name their baby Connor. Man, this is just... Let's just go through the rest of the stuff because it's just listing a lot of stuff that...
So what I found funny. All right, so when they arrested him, he was arrested on April 18th of 03 near La Jolla Golf Course. He told police... Sorry, biting my fingernail. Don't do that, kids. It's bad for you. He told police that he was meeting his dad and his brother for a game of golf. His naturally dark hair had been dyed blonde. His Mercedes was overstuffed with miscellaneous items, including nearly $15,000 in cash, 12 Viagra tablets, survival gear, camping equipment, several changes of clothes, and 4 cell phones. His brother's driver's license, in addition to his own. Petterson's dad explained that he used his brother's license the day before to get a San Diego resident discount at the golf course, and that Petterson had been living out of his car because of media attention. But police thought that, these are all indications that he planned on fleeing the country.
No.
Well, prosecutors eventually said, you know what? You're right. Gee. April 21st of 03, he was arraigned before Judge Nancy Ashley in the Stanislaus County Superior Court. And if I'm mispronouncing that, whatever, I don't care.
I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah,
That's
right.
for damn sure.
He was charged with 2 felony counts of murder and murder with premeditation and special circumstances. The first-degree murder of Lacey and the second-degree murder of Connor. He pled guilty and was held without bail. During the trial, of course, the media made it a complete circus. Mark Burgagos was his defense attorney. He was a private attorney.
There's a lot of weird names in this one.
Yeah, well, so somebody who was having a lot of financial problems, he hired this Mark Burgagos guy who had done other high-profile criminal defense work. So it's like, if you're going to pick somebody, I guess that's the way to go. The lead prosecutor was Rick DeStaso. Opening statements, Burgagos claimed that Petterson was a cad for cheating on Lacey, but was not a murderer. Prosecution witness Faye. Hold on a minute. I'm getting a spam call. Wait, hold on a second. Hello? Well, not only do you have the wrong number, but you gave the wrong name. And I'm burying my family dog in the backyard right now, so you have called me at an incredibly bad time. Did you hear?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so Amber Frey, she was called in. She hired her own attorney, Gloria Allred. See, this is what happens whenever you do crazy shit out in California. The prosecution and the defense, they don't give a crap if you did it or not. They just want to get their name in the papers. That's all they care about. They want to be able to sell their rights to their story to some crackpot Hollywood producer. That's all they care about.
I think you're wrong. Because look at the OJ trial. That was kept civil. Right?
The sarcasm that is oozing from you right now is palpable.
It was. It was kept civil. I don't know what you're...
Anyway.
Was there like a movie or a couple of movies or a book deal that is saying that if I did it,
yeah.
God.
Allred was not bound by the gag order that was imposed on the defense and the prosecution. So of course, Gloria Allred, she runs that holster like she knows how she can. And what she decides to holster in that mouth of hers is entirely up to the listener to.
Dude, really, if you have to, like, if we have to tell you, then you weren't really listening to most of the stuff that we said.
Yeah, right. Although she maintained that her client had no opinion about whether Petterson was guilty, Allred openly sympathetic to the prosecution. Was openly sympathetic to the prosecution. She appeared frequently on news programs during the trial. And that had to make the both sides of it just absolutely want to pull their hair out, to include the judge. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Not even that. I think it was more or less.
I know that while this trial was going on, I remember this trial. I got sick and tired of seeing this heifer on TV.
Well, I think what it really was you could actually see the defense attorney and the judge just slack jaw going, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah. They had a couple of jurors. One, Francis Gorman, was removed and replaced early in the trial due to misconduct. And then jury foreman and attorney Gregory Jackson later requested his own removal during deliberations, most likely because his fellow jurors wanted to replace him as foreman. Grigagos, who was the defense attorney, said that he had told reporters that Jackson had mentioned threats he received when he requested to be removed from the jury. Jackson was replaced by an alternate. And the evidence, they had hair, DNA comparisons from the hairbrush, from Lacey's hairbrush.
I want to read the evidence on this. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Single hair, only piece of forensic evidence that was identified. The hair matched the DNA comparison. The hair from Lacey's hairbrush was struck to the pillar found on Petterson boat. So basically,
the pliers. Yeah.
Oh, the pliers. Is that fine? God, man. Dyslexia and tired.
Yeah.
Mostly dyslexia. Presented as prosecution evidence during the trial was the fact that Petterson changed his appearance. God, I really am getting the sleepy tired now.
Okay.
Appearance, purchased a vehicle using his mother's name in order to avoid recognition by the press. He had added 2 pornographic television channels to his cable service only days after his wife's disappearance. How the fuck was that one? I was like, she dead? I'm gonna add a couple of channels. Now, this is like 2002?
He had a problem. He wanted to get caught. No. Shit, never mind.
Yeah, don't do that again. That one, way over.
I don't care. I'm looking concerned as cross my face.
I know, right? It was in 2002, because, internet hadn't been like in the heyday, so you still had to order the channels. Man, we're so lucky with the stuff that we have now, dude. Just to put it in perspective, I had an argument with one of those cam girls. I was trying, because I get messages all the time with like Xbox Live, and they message you,
there are not hot moms within a mile of your house who want to screw.
No. You don't get like those spam messages like, hey, how are you doing? Are you single? Blah blah blah. Can you contact me on when you're not really single, so you don't get those that much. Me, I do. Anyways, I had an argument with a cam girl. She's like, hey, you got to check out my website. And I was like, how much is it going to cost? Well, it only costs this much. It's like, you do know there's like Pornhub, RedTube, Tube8. I just go, well, they're not real. I'm like, no, I've met a couple of the porn stars. They're pretty fucking real. I'm like, but it's not me. No, it's just not my money's not going to you. That's what you're upset about right now. I had this freaking argument with one of these cam girls because they were pissed. Of course, just like trolling people, so it's freaking hilarious. And he traded Lacey's Land Rover for a Dodge pickup truck. I guess so he can hold more stuff. Dodge pickup truck for the camping trip that he was going.
Yeah.
Rick Chang, you're gonna have to say that. My mind's not going on right now.
Okay, so you're on.
A hydroologist.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it. Fuck.
Yeah, Rick Chang. Good job.
Really?
Please.
Oh, did it? I
With
forgot.
the United States Geological Survey and an expert witness on the tides of San Francisco Bay testified as a witness for the prosecution. During cross-examination, Chang admitted that his findings were probable, not precise. Tidal systems are sufficiently chaotic, and he was unable to develop an exact model of the body's disposal and travel. As the trial progressed, the prosecution opened discussion of Petterson's affair with Frey and the contents of their secretly recorded telephone calls. Charles March, a fertility specialist, was expected to be a crucial witness for the defense, one who, according to the San Francisco Chronicle, could single-handedly exonerate Petterson by showing that Lacey's fetus died a week after the prosecutors claimed. Under cross-examination, March admitted basing his findings on an anecdote from one of Lacey's friends that she had taken a home pregnancy test on June 9th of 2002. When prosecutors pointed out that no medical records relied on the June 9th date, March became flustered and confused on the stand and asked the prosecutor to cut him some slack, undermining his credibility. Summing up this key defense witness, Stan Goldman, a criminal law professor at the Loyola Law School in Los Angeles, said, "There were moments today that reminded me of Chernobyl." According to one newspaper account about March's testimony. By the end of his testimony Thursday, legal analysts and jurors closed their notebooks, rolled their eyes, and snickered when they thought no one was looking.
That's pretty messed up. But
Welcome to California, everybody. The land of fruit and nuts.
well, even looking at some of the stuff online through the case, even though I had to like sift through, he's innocent. He's so innocent. This is the reason why I have like a mock-up with some yarn and everything, so I should be taken serious. I swear, you have to listen to me because I want to see my baby boy. I want to see my baby loving husband out of jail. Anyways, back on track. What's really funny about this is the basic fact of how much of a circus this was. This is almost Casey Anthony, the first Casey Anthony type deal, because everything was just. I mean, you could have like a ringmaster in the center, and nobody would even bat an eye, going, "Oh, we're doing this now." Oh, okay.
There were so many people, so many different media outlets. I mean, during the early 2000s and even as late as 2011, a lot of the high-profile cases that came out of California, they were just absolute shit shows.
And you really don't see that much anymore. You ever notice that? You don't really see those high-profile cases. I mean, even the what's his name? The George Floyd murder guy.
Oh, the chiffon or whatever. Yeah,
it was a blip.
Yeah, it was, and I think a lot of it
compared to what we usually get.
Oh God, yeah. If it doesn't fit the narrative, we're not going to hear about it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because a lot of these cases back in the day. I mean, I literally just realized this, that a lot of the cases like this back in the day.
Yeah.
I think the Casey Anthony one is probably the last one, really.
Yeah.
To where it was like a showboat.
Yeah.
You're really surprised there's not a lion jumping through a fucking hoop.
Yeah. I guess media outlets realize that the way that the court proceedings are done nowadays, I mean, it's less of a glory hole video and more of an extreme fetish, and there's no money to be made in it at all. They'll report on cases, but they won't devote time and effort to get cameras into the courtroom.
Yeah, not that much anymore, because most of this stuff, well,
And
they
that too.
I think it might be just the basic fact of the whole needing to keep a better tight lip so they actually prosecute these people.
Well, yeah, during the trial itself.
Yeah.
But you'll see the reports afterwards because of the Freedom of Information Act requests. But which
I know a lot
newspapers, TV stations. I mean, that's why they pay somebody to be on staff to file those specifically for those.
Yeah, and a lot of the, I think a lot of judges do gag orders, like starting out right off the bat.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the biggest one in our town is Justice for Wayland.
Yeah. Wilder.
There we go. I know a lot of people that kept up the case. I'm like, I still don't know the whole thing. I know a little bit of it, and I just
Once they get all of those facts squared away, and our local news stations quit stepping on their dick and contradicting themselves during the same newscast, and then Facebook finally dies down, I'd like to see us do an episode on that, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll see about getting. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna let that.
I actually met him once.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Awesome.
It's just,
And it's not about his personality. It's about the case.
yeah. We'll do it.
Okay. No, that's a subject that we will broach at another time.
Yeah, we don't have to do it right now. It's
No.
just,
And we're talking months down the road.
I still don't know if I know him or not.
Yeah.
Well, no, because there was a Bubba in Abilene,
Mm-hmm.
and we hung out. We're decent enough friends. We basically, whenever we get a chance, we hang out. But I ended up having to go overseas a lot, so I didn't get to contact a lot of people.
Yeah. No. And he's straight up from here. So.
Oh, it's wrong Bubba then.
Yeah.
This Bubba was freaking awesome. I came home and my ex had found another boyfriend and was living with him while I was up overseas.
Mm-hmm.
I came back home and I found out about it, and I told them both to leave and everything. And they had I hadn't even said anything to this Bubba. I went down to this cooking gathering and everything like that. I stayed there for a little bit, talked to him, saw they showed up. It's like, listen, I gotta go. And he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, hey, I just gotta go.
Yeah.
So I went back to the apartment, and they came up to get some stuff from the apartment that they left there. So I was like, yeah, go ahead, grab your shit and get out.
Yeah.
And I noticed he had this big ass fucking bruise on his face, like a black eye.
Yeah.
And he was wearing like mechanic gloves. It was like, someone tried to fight me. I fought him back and everything like that. I was like, huh. And Bubba came in, knocked on the door. He's like, hey, how's it going? You know that guy that cheated on you with your girl? I was like, yeah. I knocked his ass out. Everybody saw. I was like, really? That's the reason why you had a black eye? Yeah. So you want a couple of beers?
But yeah, no. Cases like Petterson, I mean, he got the death penalty, but because his case went on automatic appeal, in California being what it is, they overturned the sentence and gave him life without parole. But I'm just like, seriously?
I think California has the death penalty just to show that they're tough, but I was like, we can't do it though.
Oh my God, no, we can't do it because it's just so abrasive and offensive. Oh my God.
They just put it to sleep, and it's so abrasive.
And then inevitably, we're going to get somebody that's going to be like, oh my God, they're making fun of the homosexual community. No, the fuck, we're not.
Well, now they know.
Yeah, well, it's like, no. Seriously. You can make anything offensive if you look hard enough. It's like, it's like if you're told, like...
Dude, we're not popular enough to get that kind of trolls yet.
Look, you'd be surprised. I mean...
I would really be surprised. I would be like, you've actually watched it? dude.
Yeah, I mean, that would be my
That would
response.
That would be my response.
But there are people here in this town that just absolutely hate me because of the crap that they hear being spewed by certain individuals who will remain anonymous. But
We're going the Voldemort thing right now.
yeah, no, I
Those
totally
are-
said they're going to remain anonymous.
Yeah, Baltimore. We'll just call him Baltimore.
No, because at least Voldemort had some class. And he showed his face before he got his ass kicked.
Really?
Yeah.
He had like a snake face. It wasn't really his face.
But at least he faced Potter at the end.
All right.
Okay.
I'll give you.
Whereas
I'll
these
give you a
snake oil salesmen that live in this town, podunk little keyboard warriors.
Kyber Sosak. I mean, it's a difficult word for me to say, but
Well,
of course that was actually very intelligent. He got away with it. So,
yeah, we'll just call them keyboard warriors and backbiters. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress. They will watch this show, or at least if they knew it, like, oh my God, he's doing a podcast. Oh my God, WTF? And they'll be like, we're gonna talk shit about it. And no, so it's just whatever. I mean, I invite the hate. I mean, hey, Dale Earnhardt said when Jeff Gordon was being introduced in NASCAR, fans would boo, right? Because it wasn't Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt leaned over and looked at it and said, at least they're making noise.
Oh yeah.
So, you know what? Come at me, bro. I don't care. Make noise. That's all I care about. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Know that I'm here. At least I'll be memorable.
Well, that's pretty much it for this one.
Yeah.
Because he's in a 7-8 decision for the Supreme Court of California to upheld Petterson's conviction, but overturning his death sentence. Petterson's trial judge, Alfred Delucci, had died in February 2006, 2008. Had dismissed jurors who opposed capital punishment without taking them whenever they could put. God, man, whoever wrote this one was. And they have my problems. But anyways, jurors may not be excused merely for their repression of death penalty, which I totally agree with on this one. But only the views that render them unable to fairly consider imposing that penalties in accordance with their oath.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying on this is just because you're opposed to the death penalty doesn't mean you don't find the motherfucker guilty.
Yeah, exactly.
And some people's opinions change when you hear what the guy did. It's like Charles Manson. Probably there's a couple of people on the jury. It's like, well, I don't believe in the death penalty. Oh, wait a minute, him? Oh, that motherfucker should die. I'll do it myself right now. Look at him. He looks like he is gonna kill right now. I mean, I can smell the crazy off of him. Or is that that's not leather? No, that smells like fat feces.
Oh my God, that's not lavender. See, now that was me making fun of somebody. Anyways, we will have one more episode this week.
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, we can get it in probably Saturday afternoon.
You know what I was thinking? Instead of doing the free guy, we do the range. You can grab the GoPro. We just do it that way.
God, I'll have to charge it. Okay. Yeah.
It's not like it's 2 days. Come on.
Don't be slick with me.
I'm not being slick. I'm actually giving you a way in there. You're like,
I know.
It's gonna be set. We're filming
I know.
this on Thursday. You have like a 2-day, technically a 2-day prep time.
Yeah.
If you fell from that, man.
Okay. Fuck you want from me?
Understanding, compassion,
Yeah. Good luck.
yeah. Anyways, I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Scully.
And this is Psychos and Sociopaths with Scott Petterson as the thing. Thank you for watching, people.